Hey guys, so today we've got our Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon deck profile. So obviously we've got the nice little Chaos Max Dragon deck profile with our Blue Eyes math. Anyway, so this is for January 2018, and this is the deck list that I'm running. Obviously, with it being a Chaos Max Dragon deck profile, I play 2. I would play 3, but it's super searchable, and the chances are you're not going to play more than 1 per game because this deck is made for OTKing your opponent, so the chances are you won't want or need 2 in 1 game. 3 copies of Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. Reveal Blue Eyes in your hand, special summon this once per turn, target a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. But obviously then this card can't attack that turn. 3 copies of the vanilla Blue Eyes White Dragon, again super searchable just like the last 2 cards. 3000 attack, so it's a beat stick and can be brought back from the graveyard quite easily and be used as a trading target. 3 copies of Sage with the Eyes of Blue. When it's normal summoned, add a 1-star light tuner from your deck to your hand, so you can add any of the eggs or you can add Effect Veiler. Also, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, target a monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. If you can hear a noise in the background, that's just the washing machine, so yeah, try to ignore that. Play 3 copies of the White Stone of Ancients. Again, you can search this with Sage. During the end phase, when this card is sent to the graveyard, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. Also, you can banish this card from your graveyard to add a Blue Eyes monster back from your graveyard to your hand, so you could even add back Chaos Max Dragon if you were going to summon a second one in the same game. 1 copy of White Stone of Legend. When this card sent to the graveyard, add a Blue Eyes from your deck to your hand. 3 copies of Manju. When this card is normal summoned, you can add a ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. 1 Dragon Spirit of White. You simply play this simply because of the White Stone of Ancients and the Sage effect, and when this card is special summoned, normal or special summoned, you can banish an opponent's spell or trap card on the field. 1 copy of Max C, draw power. Onto the spells, 3 copies of Trading. You have 3, 6, 7, 8, you have 9 level 8 cards in this deck, so you can discard them to the graveyard to draw 2 cards, and most of them can be brought back anyway. Melody of Awakened Dragon, discard 1 card, add up to 2 dragons with 3000 or more attack and 2500 or less defense from your deck to your hand, so you can add Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and Alternative. 3 Returns of the Dragon Lords, so target a level 7 or 8 dragon monster in your graveyard and special it back. Also, if a dragon type monster or monsters would be destroyed while this card's in your graveyard, you can banish this card to protect them. 2 copies of Chaos Form, the ritual spell card for Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. You can tribute monsters from your hand or field to summon Chaos Max Dragon, or you can banish Blue Eyes monsters from your graveyard to summon it. 2 copies of Advanced Ritual Art. Got to play the proxy because when I was looking through the cards to make this deck profile, I couldn't find my second copy. I mean, I've got like 4 play sets, but I just couldn't be bothered looking through all my tins. So yeah, 2 copies of Advanced Ritual Art. You can use this card to summon any ritual monster. Also, you must send normal monsters from your deck to the graveyard to meet the requirements. So you'll send a level 8 Blue Eyes Vanilla monster from your deck to the graveyard to summon a Chaos Max Dragon, and then most of the time you're just going to bring that vanilla Blue Eyes back anyway and attack for more damage. 2 copies of Swords of Conceal and Light. The reason I play this card over Book of Eclipse is because you're probably going to go second most times with this deck anyway, because you want to get the OTK. You don't want to set up first turn, have a Chaos Max Dragon just for your opponent to kaiju it, or, I don't know, remove it from the field with non-targeting effects, etc. 2 copies of Pot of Desires. Now, I never activate this card if I have this in my hand and I do not have a copy of Chaos Max Dragon. Because if I banish the Chaos Max Dragons, which I only run 2 of in this deck, I'm going to be a very salty boy.
So why do you want it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I like to run the card because the Chaos Max Dragon is super searchable. I can add it to my hand quite easily. But after I've got Chaos Max Dragon out or in my hand, I can then play this to dig for more resources. So it's good to play, but you have to be careful when you play it. 2 copies of Twin Twister. Like I said, you're going second most times, and you might need to get rid of pesky back row that your opponent might have. And 1 copy of Dragon Shrine. Dragon Shrine is the Foolish Burial of the deck, so you can send a dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you send a vanilla, you can send another dragon from your deck to your graveyard. So you could send a Blue Eyes White Dragon and then a stone of either type, and then you can, if you send White Stone of Ancient, you can summon a stone from your deck in the end phase, or you could send a White Stone of Legend as well, and then use that effect to add a Blue Eyes from your deck to your hand. So the card's quite useful, like helping you on brick if you have trading but no trading targets. You can send cards to then add the Blue Eyes back and then just continue your play line. Move on to the extra deck. You don't use the extra deck an awful lot in this deck, but we play the one copy of Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Now, I don't play this in my normal Blue Eyes deck build, but it's because you go into the extra deck a lot more, but I like to play it in this deck. This card's quite cool. It can attack up to 2 monsters your opponent controls, and I believe it can't be destroyed by battle. And special, yep. Yeah, it cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, if it attacks an opponent's monsters by battle and it's not destroyed at the end of the damage step, you get to banish that card, so it's quite good for getting over cards such as Beals. I don't believe it targets. No, does not target, so it's good for getting over cards such as Beals. Play the one copy of Black Rose Moonlight Dragon because you still play the Synchro lineup in this deck, so you can get rid of your Blue Eyes, forget the name of the card, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. I have to check the card to bring this card out to bounce a card back your opponent controls. Michael, we play the one Michael because again you can use Spirit Dragon to bring it out, pay 1,000 life points to banish a card your opponent controls. One copy of Clearwing Synchro Dragon. So obviously you'll bring out one of these 2 cards with Spirit Dragon and then synchro summon them with one of your 1-star tuners into this, and this card is just phenomenally great for getting over big bad cards you do not like. 2 copies of Azure Eyes, level 9 synchro monster. When this card is summoned, dragons you currently control in the field cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects for the next 2 turns. 2 copies of Spirit Dragon. As I said, you can use its effect to tag out to bring out other light synchro dragon type monsters from your extra deck, and once per turn during an eye player's turn, you can negate the graveyard effect. Onto the rank 8, we play 1 Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord Heliopus, whatever. Anyway, you can detach 1 material from this card and then tribute any number of monsters from your hand or field to then destroy that many cards on the field. 1 copy of number 38, 2 level 8, and it's useful to negate an opponent's spell effect in their turn to help shut down their plays. 1 copy of Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon. Detach material from this card, take an opponent's monster and take control of it. If that card is a Xyz monster, you can then rank up with it as long as you can place that new monster in your extra deck zone. So I'm not too sure what you'd do to get rid of this, but if the situation arises, you can do it. 1 copy of number 62. Again, 2 level 8, so when this card attacks during the damage step, you can attach 1 card, and this card gains 200 attack for each rank on the field, so by himself he automatically becomes 5,600. Play 2 copies of Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Dragon, so you can rank up this card through both number 62 and Galaxy Eyes Cypher. It's got 4,000 attack, which is pretty nice. It's also got the effect where once per turn you can detach a card from this card to pop a card in the field. And finally you play the one number 95 Chaos Dark Knight Dragon, because if you are going to open up dreadfully first turn, it's not bad to summon this card off a 4k beat stick on the field, hopefully be able to protect it with Dragon Shrine in the graveyard and make your opponent banish 3 monsters from their deck. So anyway guys, that's the deck profile. As you may have noticed, it's the one deck so far that I've not ran a single decode talker in, but I'm highly considering it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe.